everybody. How are you all doing? Good evening, everybody. How are you all doing? I hope you're well. Thank you for joining us for another week for Blank Checks week. Nice to see people coming in. How's everybody doing? It's International Women's, I always say International Women's Month. I think we have like the whole month. I went to a girls' school as well, so we kind of harness that energy of female energy for them, celebrating women. So yeah, I feel like we've got the whole month. And I don't know if you've noticed that the last 2 weeks have been ladies only. So I've literally dedicated the whole month to us ladies. Next week we have another young lady called Jim Tanner. She usually joins us here. And then you've got us, the three of us, the three directors of Blank Checks, which is myself, Katie and Angelique. And yeah, we'll be talking about, I don't know what we're talking about yet actually. We're gonna figure that out. But yeah, welcome again. Had a great week. I've had quite a reflective week actually. But the business is still going. We are looking at different aspects and we are, putting things together, and we want to collaborate. So we really want a lot of people to come on board and collaborate with us, that, we really have that community spirit and community energy. Now, today's guest is someone that I have recently been acquainted with. She is a real pinnacle in my life, like an inspiration. And she's also done very, very well. And I'm going to talk more about her when she actually comes on. But I think she's still figuring it out herself. She doesn't really know how to use the live. So I'm going to see if I can find her. Here she is. She's here. She's joined us. Well done. So Pauline Dakka. And we're talking about success in terms of sacrifice. Sacrifice pays success. So I'm going to join her. So Pauline, if you send a request, I might be able to. No, I can just add you. I'm going to accept the request. Then it will let you in, and we'll have a conversation. If you have any issues, just let me know. But hopefully we'll have a few more people join us, and if we're not, it's on the IG page anyway. You'll find it on the IG Live TV section on our page, so anyone can just go back and look at it anyway. I can't see you yet, Pauline. I did request you, so you might just need to. Saying it's unable for her to join. Okay, hold on, let's see. Hide live video from Pauline. No, I understand. Also as well, I haven't done, I don't want to pin this. I'm still figuring this out, guys. Sorry, this is real live TV. You have to bear with me. Guys, if you guys see this, please send it out to your friends. So I'm just pinning this. Every week I do this. I'm sorry, guys. I still get used to doing this myself. Okay, so Pauline's not sure how to get the video. You would have had a request. I did send a request for you to join. Let's try and do it again. Or maybe I'll send you an invite. I don't know if that's the same thing. So I don't know if you can accept the request. It should be down the bottom somewhere, Pauline. She's trying. She's a very busy lady. She's trying. She doesn't have time to figure all this stuff out. But while we figure it out, I'm hoping that she'll join us. But I wanna talk a little bit more about Pauline. Actually, I'm just trying to figure out how to get her on the call. So send your request, Pauline. I think you just need to accept it. We'll get there in the end. We will get there. We will get there. Okay. Let's do this another way. I think we may have you now. I've accepted your request. Oh, it says she's unable to join. I'm not sure why. Yeah, I've accepted you, Pauline, but it's not going live with you. I'm not sure what's going on. What do we do, people? What do we do? I want you guys to meet Pauline. Okay, let's try it again. Right, I've requested you again. Let's see if you can. And if not, then what we may have to do is stop this live and then we'll come back. We'll figure it out and then we'll come back. I think that might be a better way, and I'll just reintroduce everything. And kind of go from there, because otherwise I'm not too sure what's happening here, and I don't want to waste people's time. So getting there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Can you do via phone call and put on loudspeaker? No, because I'm using the same device to do the live, so it won't work. But thanks for the suggestion. And this is the thing about IG Live, you know, like people do calls, you do the IG Live, and you might get a phone call, and you can't do both. You can only do one or the other. So I'm not sure. I don't even know if Pauline's still here. She's still here. Oh, I'm wondering what to do with me. Hold on. I have a feeling I know what the problem is. Hold on a second. IG Fitness now. Hold on. Okay. Right, Pauline, I'm going to request you one more time. I have a funny feeling I know what happened. And if it is, it's my fault, because I'm trying to do like a screen record and it won't let you do both, clearly. So okay, Pauline, I've added you again. See if you can accept the request.
Am I in here?
So what was happening?
Am I here? Finally.
I see you. So I've tried to screen record because we've been trying to know how to download the video and you can't do it.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on. So I thought, okay, I'll screen record it so we've got the video. That's what's probably stopping it. It wasn't your fault, it's my fault. But I didn't know that. So this is literally trying to ever. I say to people, this is live TV. Bear with us. Thank you for your patience. Thank you. And thank you everybody else as well.
I was thinking to myself, oh, what's going on? I'm trying to connect.
And I'm going,
technology.
And I'm going, you're new to this as well, so we're just trying to figure it out. It's just, we're all figuring it out. Lesson learned. But yeah, apologies. How are you?
No, I'm good. I'm fantastic. And how are you?
I'm good. I'm great. And even better to see you. I'm good.
And I know you're busy, so
I'm not going to try and hold you up for too long, because I know that you're just a busy lady. You don't go to sleep. So everybody, this is Pauline Dakka. She is an inspiration, a damn hard worker. I'll tell you that much. She doesn't sleep. 5 o'clock she'll be up. I can ring her in the middle of the night and we'll have an hour's conversation. I don't know how she does it, while she's helping people on the phone and doing all kind of things as well. And she's a mom, she's a wife, and she runs. How many legs have you got now?
5 or 6.
That's huge.
Yeah.
So Pauline is, what are you, manager?
I'm actually a director. Recently hit director rank.
Wow, director, that was it. So Pauline is a director of a company within a company. So it's like a business in a business called Cash Effects. And Cash Effects is an opportunity where people can join in and have like an investment. But I'll let her talk a bit more about it because she's better explaining it than me. And we're just going to ask a little bit about your journey, who you are, how you came to be, and go from there. So I'll take it over to you.
Right, where would you like me to start?
Well, where are you in your journey? How did you get here?
Right, okay, that's quite interesting, as not many people ask me that question, but my name's Pauline Dakka. I haven't met any of you, but perhaps maybe you might know me, perhaps maybe you might not know me. I have been on a journey of trying to find success and find a freedom, financial freedom. And through this journey along the way, I met a few people that introduced me to a company of which I am a part of right now called CFX, where I got to meet beautiful people such as Nyasha and other members in this CFX program. But through that, through joining the company that I'm with, I got to know earlier on, this was back in 2019, around about November, whereby I thought to myself, you know what, I need to make a change. I need to make a change through becoming an investor. And that was something that was foreign to me, nothing that I ever did before. And I just decided, hey, listen, life is all about taking risks. Therefore, let me take this risk and join the company. And through joining, of course, this company, I've been able to find financial freedom and, a place whereby I could come, build my business, tell people about it, and duplicate the work that I do in order for me to get to where I am now. Throughout my journey, of course, I've been able to hit ranks in the company. I became an executive, around about, I think after being in the organization for about 4 months or so.
Wow.
And then I moved on to becoming a manager in the company. And attaining these ranks, of course, does take hard work, commitment, and massive action. So it's
Lots of
never
success.
anything.
Lots of
Well,
sacrifice. I mean, lots of sacrifice.
a lot of sacrifice that it took, of course, for me to get to where I am. And then most recently, the last few weeks, I managed to, attain the director rank. So I am a director within the CFX project that I am in. Now, just like Nasha said, of course, this topic is all about, the sacrifice. What does it actually take? She did mention that I don't sleep. I do sleep. I just choose when I do go to sleep, I guess. I do tend to spend most of my night awake, but that is simply because I'm connected to people around the world. So if you're getting people in the United States, Canada, India, and so on and so forth, during the times when they're supposed to be, when we're supposed to be asleep, they're awake, right? So because I'm connecting with people from different parts of the world, it just simply means that I sacrifice my sleep just to connect with them and help them out through their journey in CFX. So when we talk about sacrifice, that is one of the things that I've had to sacrifice. So going to bed at 6 a.m. in the morning, sometimes 5 a.m. in the morning, has become a norm to me, right?
Yeah.
And I always say to people, when people say to me, don't you ever sleep? I say, I do sleep, okay? I'm the last one to go to bed, but yet I'm one of the first ones up, right?
Yeah.
So I don't spend majority of my time just sleeping, because if you want to get success, you want to be successful in life, you have to have the time, and dedicate, of course, the time to the things of which you're doing, to be able to say, okay, this is what I'm going to achieve, and this is what I'm going to get out of it. And then once you've established that, of course, it does require your time and commitment, of which I have committed myself to the things that I do And lack of sleep is one of those things that I have to face, but it does pay off in the long run, because it won't always be like this. The sacrifice is more for the short term, right? Short term, and then the long term benefits, of course, will always outweigh, and they will be greater.
And look,
right?
she stays so fresh and youthful and beautiful. I don't know how you do it. But every time it's about Paul, and she's got such a pleasant face. I always say it. And where's the model? She looks like a model to me, you know. And she does it. You do what you do effortlessly and gracefully, and I love that about you as well. So tell me a little bit about what you have had to, other than sleep, you know. And I know you do sleep, but you know, what else have you had to sacrifice and able to, you know, be as successful as you are and build a business like you have? And we'll talk a little bit more about CFX in a minute.
All right. Okay. So, you know, sacrificing, I've had to sacrifice my family, I guess, family, the time that I've spent less time. I'll be honest with you, right? I've spent less time, I suppose, with my family per se, but that's because the business that I do has taken over. Okay. So there used to be times when I could just get up and just go visit my family members as and when I needed to, and spend the whole day just catching up, just chilling out and that sort of thing, watch TV and so on.
Yeah.
But those are the things, the little things that did matter, okay, that I had to kind of give up, because when everybody else wants to watch Netflix and they want to watch EastEnders and want to watch this, I am on the phone or I am on the laptop helping out a client or signing up a new client and stuff, right? So, which means really that family time has kind of been, it was cut short, okay? I'm married. I've got a little boy who's a 5-year-old called Jesse. Now, it just happens that because I am a busy mommy, it means that I'm spending, of course, a lot of time with my son. During the lockdown, I've had to spend a lot of time with my son because he's been out of school, okay? He's been out of school and I'm having to homeschool. However, the issue is when you're homeschooling, as you all know, if you are a mom, there is a lot of time and dedication needed to be able to, you know, to put in the work for your child, right? And for me, it's been quite difficult because I'm having to sacrifice between my business and my son. So the time spent with him in that aspect has not been as great, because I'm having to rely upon his dad to do a lot of the teaching. Okay. Luckily enough, I've got a husband who's very supportive and, you know, he's committed in terms of what we do in the business. Therefore, he's willing to take care of my son. But that means, for me as a mom, that's less time being spent with him, right? But as time has gone on, I've had to learn how to balance that out, because my son is 4 and I want to dedicate my time with him. So the sacrifice has always been, of course, within the relationship with my son, relationship within my marriage, because other people are taking the priority. Okay, they are taking majority of my time, rather than me spending most of it with my family as I would. I've had to sacrifice that bit of my life, but I know it's for the short-term gains. Now, sacrificing in other ways, such as, for example, leaving a career, okay, leaving a job. I was in a career, I've been in project management, you know, for quite a number of years, and it's something that I've loved doing. You know, I had a good job, was working for the NHS and everything was hunky-dory, but guess what? There came a time where I said to myself, you know what? I don't want to be in a JOB anymore. I want to get to a point whereby I can work and be my own boss, okay? I can be independent from, you know, the usual, the managers telling you what to do and that sort of thing, right? So I sacrificed a career, all right? I sacrificed a career to be an entrepreneur. That is something majority of people will not do, because you're always left with the fear of what could happen when you know, during the pandemic, like right now, if you gave up your career and then all of a sudden, what do you do? But I sacrificed all that. Why? To do what I do today. And it's been one of the most, the blessings that I've had in my life, having to, sacrifice that. I've sacrificed friends. Friends is something whereby everybody desires to have relationships and friends and so on and so forth. But if your friends are not willing to get onto that journey with you, then that is going to be another sacrifice. I've lost friends along the way, but at the same time as I've lost them, I've also gained friends along the way, right? So it's been a huge step, getting to this point where I am now, but I am happy with those sacrifices that I've made. Now, a lot of people want to be successful, Nyasha. They want to be successful on this planet, but they're not willing to give up certain things. They're not willing to give up their Netflix or their time on the couch so they could do something on their mobile phones, or go ahead and create a skill that will go on to help them in the future, right? Why? Because they're not so big on that sacrifice, right? They'll rather do something else than do something that's going to benefit them in the long run. But sacrifice is what it takes. And I'm so big on it, and I always say to people, hey, listen, don't expect to have a successful life if you're not willing to sacrifice. I mean, the other day we had a conversation with Georgia. He's a billionaire that's joined our company. And Georgia did say something about having 3 hours sleep. And I thought to myself, do you know what? I can resonate with him because we all want to make money, right? We all want to make money in our sleeps doing nothing. But by the end of the day, yes, you will make that money. But if you want to be a millionaire, you want to be a billionaire, there's no way you're going to do that in your sleep, right? It takes sacrifice for you to be able to get there.
Yeah. So, and also as well, I want to talk just a little bit about where you was before CFX. Because for those people that don't know, Pauline used to carry heavy furniture, have loads of storage in her home, drive a truck after work, and deliver furniture to other people, whilst also being in CFX. So tell me, what was it what was the transition from deciding to leave that business and do CFX, and what has the reward been whilst doing that?
Right. Interestingly enough, I've come to think about that journey, and I laugh about it because that was my starting point of entrepreneurship, right? So as I was working in my job, I always wanted to earn that extra money. Who doesn't want to earn extra money? Yeah. I wanted to earn that extra money, so I happened to stumble onto a business whereby I was selling furniture and lifting all these things, heavy load, like units, beds, dining tables, and so on and so forth, and drive big trucks just to get that that furniture from the unit all the way to my house, or deliver it to somebody's house. And I noticed that during that time, I was earning quite significant income. I was earning some money, right? Every week on a Sunday, after I'd sold all my stock, I would sit down on my bed, and me and my husband would be counting all this money, getting ready to take it to the bank, and then invest it by buying more furniture on a Monday.
Yeah.
And I like the idea of earning, right? Extra income. So this is nothing to do with the money that I was getting paid in my job. This was additional income, which was more than the amount of money I earned in my job anyway, right? But I came across somebody who told me about investments, and then I thought to myself, okay, let me try this out. But alongside that, of course, I kept on doing my furniture business. Now, what happened was, when I came into CFX, I just took it by storm and started sharing the opportunity with other people, which, being an investor just meant that simply I was earning money doing nothing. So I was earning money while I was doing my furniture business and running around and lifting these heavy loads. Now, keep in mind that as I'm doing this, I'm married, I've got a little boy, a 5-year-old, I've got a full-time job. But yet, this is a 9-to-5, and yet I'm also dealing with my furniture business, sleeping at 4 a.m. in the morning, responding to people on Facebook, taking orders, arranging them to go out, and so on and so forth. And then one day I realized by looking at my investment portfolio that my investment portfolio was doing a lot better than my furniture business.
Right.
So I got to the point whereby I thought to myself, okay, hold on a minute. I am breaking my back, right? Lifting all these heavy loads, earning this money, but yet my money is working for me in an investment, and I'm earning this similar amounts of money from that investment. So I thought to myself, wait a second, am I missing something? So I thought to myself, enough with all this hard work, okay? Enough with all the breaking my back. Let me focus, let me divert my attention and leave what I was doing to my business partner, because I did have a business partner. So my business partner is right next door to me. You know, they're great neighbors. So therefore they carried on with the furniture business while I decided to focus my attention on the investment side of things, right? So I made the decision just simply because my investment side portfolio was doing a lot better than my furniture side. And through it doing a lot better, I just simply made the decision. It was easy peasy, right? Easy transition. What gives you the most value? I just simply chose the investment side of things, and then just left the business for my business partner to take over that side of things and focus more on what I was doing on this on the investments portfolio side.
Wow. And how much easier has it been? I mean, what is kind of involved? And if you could talk a little bit about, you know, what Cash Effects is and what is involved in your day to day of Cash Effects that compares to the heavy lifting that you were doing before.
Well, with Cash Effects, so that's CFX for short. Now, it is a platform. It is simply a system, right? It's a system where it allows us to leverage both time and money. Now, I knew that one thing I wanted was time, right? So I was spending quite a lot of time doing the lifting and moving here, and, you know, it was quite, you know, time consuming, right? Doing deliveries and so on and so forth. So I knew that I wanted to leverage both time and I wanted to leverage my money as well. Now, CFX is an education platform. It's an academy for those of you who are Forex traders on here. You perhaps know about it. You know, it just allows you to leverage both your time and money through buying education packages, right? And through the education platform, the system allows for me to earn money through proprietary strategies and AI technology. So that is just simply through trading. I'm not a trader myself, okay? So I've got, you know, we've got professionals doing the trading, okay? So through the professionals doing the trading for me, I'm able to go ahead and use the services to carry on to earn money daily. So I simply just get a daily percentage, okay, just through the Forex market, as that's the sort of market that we do operate in. It's the Forex market, one of the largest financial and lucrative markets that there is. Yeah, it is a $5.3 trillion dollar industry a day. So I just wanted to capitalize on that particular market. So through using CFX as a system, I just simply bought a trade contract. I started off with $300. Now, $300 is not a lot of money for those, of course, who are in the UK. For other people around the world, maybe perhaps it is. Yeah. But all I did was sacrifice my money just to give it a try. And once I gave it a try, it just simply enabled me to work my way up the ladder, you know, going all the way up to a $300 contract, meaning that the sort of returns that I received on a daily basis were quite high on the contracts on which I am, which is at 100K, because I worked my way up all the way up to the top. So by me receiving a daily percentage of 1%, better than what my banks give me, that put me in a better position to decide to, you know, leave everything else that I was doing, because those sort of percentages are phenomenal, you know, when you do come to think about it.
Yeah.
But in a nutshell, really, all it is, it's the system. CFX is a system that allows me to leverage my money, allow me also to leverage people, because that's it. You need to be able to leverage both money and people to capitalize on the gains that this company does provide.
Brilliant. I love it. And I, you know, I've been a part of Cash FX myself now since, you know, the end of 2019, and it has been the best thing that I've ever done, you know, in terms of literally earning money in your sleep, you know, and that's whether you want to do that on your own solo, or if you want to, you know, share it with the world, which many people do. And that's what you have done to kind of build as well and able to get to where you are. And I was saying congratulations, because you've earned the top package. You bought the top package twice today. And sorry, 3 times? I beg your pardon. Excuse me. See, and this is like, it's what I like, because you're rubbing shoulders with people that are doing it. You know, you talked earlier on about having to also sacrifice friends and family at certain times, but then, you know, they say if your circles don't change, then change your circles. You know, you change your circles and you bump into people like yourself that are already doing it. You know, a great inspiration, a great story. And look, as I said before, you're fresh. You're not stressed. You know, you're doing something that you love. It's simple. You know, people are making money off it. You know, it shows it shows us that the institutions are not working in terms of, you know, certain places that you might bank, or however you know, you get, you know, day-to-day money. It's not working. There are other things out there that people can do and able to have financial freedom. Now, a question that I want to ask you before we kind of wrap up is, what does it mean to have money to you? Because a lot of people think, or we talk a lot on here about having extra money or having money. And one of the things as well is that people don't ever realize that they have money, enough money in their own kind of surroundings or whatever it is they do. But, you know, if our spending habits were different, maybe, then maybe to see more of that income. So you're saying that £300 is not a lot in this country. Even some people, because of the mindset, think that, oh, I just don't have it. I don't have it. But if they was to sacrifice certain things, again, you know, it's about sacrifice and mindset. You see how quickly you could get something. I said to someone today, you know, if you had a car when you were on the motorway and your car broke down, you'd find a way to get the money to get the car home. So why is it that we cannot find the money and able to invest for our future? Do you know what I mean? And let it grow. So what does it mean to have money to you, and what can you do with it? What does that mean to you and your family?
Right. For me, to be honest with you, money, I look at money as just a tool. Okay. Money is a tool to me. When I see money, it's not valuable until it's actually spent. So just having money, it doesn't really have any value at all until you go into a shop and spend that money. That's when it becomes valuable, right? So I've been mentored by one of the greatest people I know, who's Martin Arena, my mentor in CFX. And he always said to me, Pauline, money is just a tool. I never understood why he said money was just a tool until I got to a point whereby I looked at money as just that, right? So I get money. I simply go into the shop. I use it to buy something, and that creates value because I've bought something. But while I've got it in my hands, it doesn't mean nothing.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually mean nothing. So that genuinely means that if I can sacrifice this money and let it go, put it into a system or invest it into something, I'm not looking at it like as if it's the last penny that I've got, because I've let go of it. It's just a tool. After all, the tool is going to go and make me more money than I had before. Okay. So when I developed that attitude, because it all starts in the head, it all starts in your mind, right? When you begin to look at money as just a tool, then it does not matter. Giving away $1,000 or $3,000 to support somebody, or even if you lost the $10,000, that can happen and you don't react like it's the end of the world.
Yeah.
Why? Because money is viewed as just a tool. Now, a lot of people don't view money as a tool. They actually view money as a god, right?
Right.
So therefore, I need to have money to do this, right? If I don't have it, I'm going to lose sleep. And they will lose sleep over $30. Have you ever given somebody £30 and then, the next minute, it's like, hey, give me back my money. Give me back my money, yeah? If you don't give it back to them, then it's like you're going to lose friendships, right? You're going to lose a friendship over it. You're going to, lose any relationships you've built and that sort of thing. And then you're going to despise them in one way or another. Whereas if you looked at money as a tool, you wouldn't do that. So if I give you something, Nasha, if you come to me and ask me for help, all right, and you say, I need this, how much do you need? Okay, I need 50, let's say I need £50. Rather than me saying, I'm going to borrow you £50, if I've got it, I will simply say, Nyasha, here you go, have the £50, right?
Yeah.
The reason why I would do that is because I have got the money, and by giving it to you, it's going to bring value to you. It's not something that I'm going to lose sleep over if you don't give it back to me. If you chose to return that money back to me, then fair enough, right? Because that's you want to give it back to me. But if I say that I'm giving it to you and you don't give it back, I'm not going to lose sleep over it because I've let it go. I've made a choice that I'm going to give it to you. Of course, I'm not saying to people that go borrow people's money and not give it back. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's your attitude in how you receive and the attitude in how you respond to when you do such an act. Because if the money is your God, it means you're totally going to be enslaved to that money, right? So you're going to work for the money.
Yeah.
You're going to leave your house and go do those crazy shifts, kill yourself, break your back. Why? Because you're working for money. Yeah. I realize that money is a slave to me. I'm not a slave to money. So because money is a slave to me, guess what? I make the money work for me. Yeah. I don't work for money anymore. Yeah. Right? When I established that money was just a tool, guess what? I stopped working for the money. Yeah. I wanted money to work for me, to be able to be happy in the decisions that I make. So right now I'm at ease, I'm at peace, and I always smile all the time. People say, hey, why are you so happy all the time? It's not that I don't have problems. Of course we do have problems. I'm human. But when you have money working for you, you will always have a smile on your face. Ain't nobody going to stress you about, well, do I have to wake up in the morning and log on to do my, my work on my laptop? No. Do I have to leave my house to go do my job? No, I don't have to, because I can wake up whenever I please, whatever time I want. Yeah. That's because money is a slave to me. I'm not a slave to money.
Yeah. And it's energy. And, thank you for that. Because, one of the things we talk about on this show nearly every week is it's that mindset. We've got to get our mindsets right. Do you recommend any books or videos or podcasts or anything that people can go to in terms of helping to cultivate that kind of mindset?
For me, to be honest with you, I follow people like Eric Worre. I do read their books, Think and Grow Rich, and Rich Dad, Poor Dad, by Robert. I always, read such books. That's because I know that it's to do with the mindset. And those books talk so much about the mindset, right? Because that's where this all derives from. And through reading those books, it made me change my attitude in terms of how I do things. Now, I also always recommend that, you get yourselves, always in a motivational state. Because for me, All I do literally when I wake up in the morning, I look at myself in the mirror and I tell myself how great I am, how good I am. And, the positive affirmations that
Yeah.
constantly, right? Because nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody's going to tell you, oh, you are wonderful, or you are this constantly. No, all people are going to do is put you down, right? They're always going to put you down. So why don't you get those positive affirmation and tell yourself, how great you are, how powerful you are, because I genuinely do believe when I look in that mirror that I am able to conquer and dominate any sort of, thing that comes my way, because I genuinely do believe it. The more I say it, the more I actually do believe that it can happen, right? Because it's all in the mind.
Brilliant. And you see the power in this lady. This is why I get excited about talking to you. It's a real inspiration talking to you. And thank you so much for joining the call. What I'm going to say is that, Pauline runs a call Monday to Friday, 7 o'clock. So she's literally, again, sacrificed her evening to be here to talk to the world about what it is that she does and what we are so excited about and what we're growing our funds through. So if anybody would like to join that call to learn more about CFX and how you can get involved, please send us a direct message and I can send you the link so that you can join. CashFX is a bit of an exclusive club. If you don't know somebody, you can't get in. So speak to one of us about how you can learn more, how you can find out more about the company, and how many different ways you can make money in this company as well, because it's not just one way. We get paid every Saturday. We get extra money twice a month. And it just is just going off in so many different ways. And then, we invite people and there's a bonus for that as well. So get involved, spread the word. Cash Effects is growing, it's glowing. We've got people here that are willing to help you, like Pauline, who will sacrifice their time globally to help you to be a part of their business. And trust me, it doesn't take a lot of brain power to do it. And that's why I think you can do it as well, because it's an easy peasy, you can do it with your eyes closed. Children could do this company. It's that simple. So I'm going to wrap it up there. I'm going to say thank you so much for sacrificing your time. People are resonating with you on the call. I'm seeing the messages. Thank you for your messages, everybody. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being an inspiration. And to the women globally as well, because anybody can see this across the world. So, you're an inspiration to the women out there that think that they can't or are having a hard time or, may just need a pep talk, themselves. Take something from what Pauline has said this evening, whether it's you look in the mirror and tell yourself you love yourself, you look in the mirror and tell yourself that you can do it, you reach out and change your circles or sacrifice some money so that you can get on a platform like this or whatever it is that you need to do to get ahead, but never tell yourself that you can't. It's always possible to do this. So Pauline, maybe we'll have you back on again in the future. I'd love to have you back.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much for having me. I've had so much fun trying to get onto the platform, but you're teaching me a whole lot of new things.
For the hiccups in the beginning. So thank you for bearing with us. And next week we have our sister Jim Tanner, who has been commenting in the group. Her name's Charlene, so she'll be joining us next week about creative ideas. And as I say, the quote from Tabitha Brown: have a nice day, a nice evening, nice week, and if you can't, don't go messing up anybody else's. Until then, we'll see you next week. Thanks again, Pauline. Good night, everybody. See you next week, 7 o'clock. Bye.